biggest challenge we have with air traffic control every summer is that there will be air traffic controllers will either not show up to work on a Saturday morning across Europe, or they're not rostered to show up to work. And so why is it always on a Saturday that there's air traffic control restrictions across Europe? We've seen our punctuality on Tuesdays and Wednesdays in the busy summer season will run at about 92-93% because almost all the air traffic controllers show up to work. And on Saturdays and Sundays, particularly after a football match or some sort of, they will be air traffic control slots all over the place. And it's not capacity, it is that people will not show up to work, and they will not take a stick to the people who will not show up to work. I mean, we have pilots who are rostered 5 days, they do 5 on, 4 off, but they show up to work on Fridays and Saturdays. If we just got the air traffic controllers just to do that, but they are an incredibly cosseted, tiny band of very overpaid, but very powerful, unionised, each have a national union that can shut down the skies over their country and over significant parts of the European Union.
Like 9 air traffic controllers went on strike in France in September.
Picketed one of the centres.
And we were told that, and Eurocontrol were told that there wouldn't be disruption. It was a small-scale strike, and it spread with sympathetic action. And we had the worst. Every airline in Europe had the worst day of punctuality. In their history, 50% of flights, less than 50% of flights were on time.
We were forced to cancel 600 flights that day because 9 French air traffic controllers not only went on strike, but then picketed at their 2 different air traffic control centres. That is 600 flights is about 120,000 passengers. We then have to put them up in hotels. We have to pay their right to care. We then have to provide them with refunds, if they can't do it. And we're under EU law. It says we're allowed to recover our costs from whoever caused the delays. Except every national ATC provider has national protection from being sued, so we're stuck in the middle. Now, we would rather not be stuck in the middle. We'd rather not have the delays in the first place. And in actual fact, what could happen is in a single European sky, if the French want to go on strike and they can't provide the services, we call Ireland, you provide the services across France that day, not a bother, off you go. There's no such thing as an air traffic controller strike in North America. Well, they do occasionally go on strike, but they are, Reagan fired them all. Now, I'm saying that is not the solution. Reagan fired them all in 1980, but they're federal employees, so they're not allowed to go on strike. They do have, there are many other solutions here. Binding arbitration before you go on strike. Many times French air traffic controllers go on strike not because they want more pay, it's because they don't like Macron, or they didn't like the result of the football match, or it's recreational striking. All of the strikes generally take place on Fridays, and then they don't show up to work on the Saturdays, so they have a 3-day weekend. Okay. Nobody will tackle this across Europe, but we are the ones telling our passengers, I'm very sorry, your flight to Italy is cancelled because 9 guys in France are on strike.
Thanks very much, guys.
And just a quick thing there, you made reference.